The given problem, you have a mass of 90 kilograms, a distance of 500 meters, the force of friction of 60 newtons, and your gravity is 9.8 meters per second squared because this is on Earth. Alright, first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and draw a little diagram showing that you have your 500 meters as your distance, which is going to be the hypotenuse, and your 5 degrees of incline, because this is on top of a hill and the degree of incline is 5. And you're going to want to go ahead and try to find potential energy, which is m times g times h, mass, gravity, height, and you do not have the height though, so you want to go ahead and find that by realizing that sine is opposite over hypotenuse. You have the hypotenuse and you have the actual the angle over here, so you're going to go ahead and solve backwards to find h. So you're going to realize that the sine of 5 degrees equals the height divided by the hypotenuse, 500, and so the height equals 500 sine of 5 degrees. Now, so that means the height that equals 43.6 meters. So you plug in all your values and you end up getting your potential energy of 38,455.2 joules. Now, as all potential energy turned to kinetic, in a system where you wouldn't have any sort of interfering forces like friction force, then yes, but in this case, since you have that friction force there, no, that is not the case, because the energy lost is wasted work. And so you go ahead and realize that the initial energy is the energy loss plus final energy, and the energy loss will be a negative value because it's energy lost, not gained. And so your initial energy would be your potential energy, your final energy is going to be your kinetic. And you go ahead and move everything to the side away from your final energy, your kinetic, because that's what you're looking for, because that is going to be the energy at the very end of here, which will help you find your velocity, which you are looking for. So you go ahead and you move everything to the side to find your final energy, and once you plug in the values that you have and realize that the energy wasted is going to be force friction times the distance, so that'll go ahead and be 60 newtons times 500. So 38,455, your potential energy minus the energy wasted, which is going to be 60 times 500 equals 8,455 joules. That'll be your kinetic energy and your final energy. Because it's kinetic, you do realize that kinetic energy is actually half mass times velocity squared. And so the only thing you don't have is a velocity squared. That is what you're looking for, but you have your mass and your potential energy. So you can go ahead and plug those in and solve for V. Now, once you put them in, you realize that your V squared equals 187.89. And once you go ahead and find the square root of both sides, you find your velocity equals 13.7 meters per second. And that is how you find the velocity using the given terms and everything. And thank you very much.